Lionsgate. You are birthing a new galactic, dimensional, higher version of yourself. Welcome. Thank you. Hello, stay. We're going to have some fun. We're right here from Australia, the land from down under, up and over, as Larry would say. That this is a universal year, 2024, the 8th day of the 8th month. And I'll be sharing bits and pieces here from Celia, Shakina Rose, Ralph Blum, Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide, Grandmaster Energy, collating all of that to come in here live to those of you who resonate ahead of time. I really would like to honour you. Thank you for joining here at the moment. And those of you that know that gently, slowly, we just take a moment to come into this space from 5D to 10D dimensional upgrade. To arrive here at the Lionsgate, we're in a powerful time in which the Earth is being affected by both the Sun and the Blue Star Sirius under the sign of Leo. This is a new cycle or time spiral under the guardianship of the Royal Star Lions, the architects of Galactic Time. Now, we've been going through a lot during this portal energy. Just a big shift coming through right now. It took a lot to come in here today. To hold space, these videos are less frequent than what they used to be due to the shifts and changes of timeline shifting. This is New Earth, Ascension, Pioneer, Trailblazer energies, this space that you're in right now, receiving a freely gifted upgrade that I will be verbalizing from the energy synthesis site. A magical, powerful upgrade. Let me share that we can alter our personal and planetary trajectory, and reminding you that 8 represents the infinity symbol, the infinite soul. And it tells you to step into your personal power and have faith and trust in your own abilities, skills, and talents, and to use them to their highest potential. We have been going through what I call twilight zone energy, solar flares. We've taken and we're in a giant quantum leap portal, a new galactic year. There is so much happening. It really comes down to you consciously feeling deep within you and not looking outside of you, yet feeling with your divine connection within. Also, this message at this time is to stay optimistic and listen to your intuition and inner guidance as you hold positive expectations and thoughts of positive abundance in all its forms. Set solid foundations for yourself and your loved ones, and this will ensure your future prosperity. The universe and your angels will always support you, but it is your responsibility to ensure that you put in the appropriate work and effort when and where necessary. You are encouraged to live up to your full potential just by being you. Slow down, tilt your head back, galactic breath. This is a very, very magical portal, holy corridor energy space right now. You just need to feel the golden energies coming through right now. Be grateful for the blessings in your life. And the key here, Masters, be grateful for those yet to come. Have you done this and felt how this feels to be grateful for what is yet to come? Because it's a very different vibration. Feel into that for a second. It shifts the energy to handing over in faith and trust, as your just rewards will be yours, yet not how we may think. Trust and allow, let go and hand over, and take all the pressure of trying to make things happen. Okay, we're shifting another rung here. New beginnings, the completion of beginnings, a time of joyful deliverance, a new life, a new path. You now have the strength to complete, to achieve completion, resolution, from which comes a new beginning. Are you feeling yourself grounding in right now? Wiggle your toes, feet on the ground, reaching for the stars. These energies are beyond below the iceberg, with the verbal upgrade coming soon in this video. We've just got to lead up and cleanse and clear energies, reminding you multiple timelines are overlapping and upgrading right now, with the quantum leap portal opening leading into right now, the 8th of the 8th of the 8th energies embodying. And this is the clincher here. There are multiple timelines overlapping and upgrading. All you're going through right now is upgrading all your multi-dimensional selves. That's all you need to know. When you take that in, it makes sense to how big this is, because to uptake that information alone can be staggering as to the enormity of how big the space is you are holding for and with yourself. In our human consciousness embodiment, why this is so big, because it's also happening from the outside of you right now. The old simply cannot come through to the new, and those who stubbornly persist to work their own will instead of having faith and trust in handing over, because trust you are right where you're meant to be, as you did sign up for this very moment. The message masters I've been passing on to a lot of amazing, powerful, strong souls that are like myself, have been working behind the scenes for so very long, is if you're waiting or looking for someone to say, the time is now, this is it, there's nothing left to wait for, you're here, take a breath, let go, because we have been pushing through for so long, for so many years ahead of time. This means you, because you're here now, uptaking, listening, resonating. Not everybody is able to be in this space right now. So I really want to honor you, and those of you that are here watching, bless you, thank you. This is so high and so far ahead of time, 20 to 30 years ahead. That's how special this is, you being here. This is about freedom of the soul spirit through being conscious, embodying through feeling, is creating new earth energies by consciously helping you to help yourself. So you will be feeling, and have been feeling, a tight squeeze internally of what you cannot take through with you to the new. This is about intense perturbation on a higher level, with planetary alignment, gateway portal opening coming from outside of you, which is reflected in the universe within. We cannot go back into the old with the new. You will find a closed door if you try and attempt your own will to that of letting go to release through feeling and being honest with ourselves in some way. Then we can gain control so that emotional intensity will not distort one's natural energies. Coming through a gateway, and the vision has been given as this. See yourself walking through a door. The shadow follows behind. In front is the golden portal opening. Allow yourself to walk through shedding, releasing the old. The old simply cannot come through to the new. What's happening with many souls is the pause, feeling congested, feeling stuck in that doorway, gateway, portal. And what has come up for so many is you are blocking yourself. Remember, everything I'm sharing is a mirror of the divine for you to help yourself further. When I speak about myself, I'm actually mirroring for you and tabling for you to uptake what resonates for you. That's how this works energetically as I hold space. I'm not just here talking. I'm not just here verbalizing only. I'm feeling and embodying of 30 years in ascension, pioneer, trailblazer ahead of time. Here, this is the highest upgrade you can receive in physical human embodiment in your lifetime right here and now. That's to let you know consciously for yourselves to uptake. There is no higher vibration in 10th dimensional embodiment. This has only just been reached this year after 30 years of building up to it. These are that far ahead. Okay, we're going to take a moment here. I'm going to shift some energies. I'm about to embody by tabling, voicing, reading the 26th of July Cancerian Solar Alchemy from Energetic Synthesis. And as I read this, see yourself in a plunge pool of water gently. And as you come into this plunge pool, all the old dirt and debris, which could be seen as dark threads or shadows or smoke or mist, or just exactly this vision of being out in the woods, running in the wild, and the hair is matted and tattered, and oh my gosh, you've had some fun and you've also taken on some shit as well. So we're just coming in gently to cleanse in this beautiful, gentle plunge pool of Larimar energies to deeply cleanse. And as I voice, you will see and feel the dark and the grey and the shadows and the cords and the threads and the old gently lift off you underneath this clear water to give yourself a chance to breathe new oxygen, new energy during this 888 portal energy time. This happened once in 9 years, the current energies right now. You are birthing a new you in a 9-year cycle of higher dimension galactic rebirth, soul, and spirit. There is a process of being pushed to resolve intense emotional conflicts and emotional body issues by surfacing the patterns for the purpose of witnessing, breaking down larger conflicts into smaller chunks for dissolving substances into smaller parts or bringing in new elements during the magnetic shifts as it is impacting the spiritual layers. This phase can be deeply emotional as content that has been deeply buried in the subconscious begins to surface through trigger events and interactions with others, which may suddenly bring on the purging of deep soul wounds and painful memories. I will pause this here and gently remind you, one of the main messages when people are booking in for one-on-ones, I am available. AnastasiaBlueBeyondGuide.com is the website. The Oracle Speaks at bigpond.com is the email if you would like to know more. A lot of what is happening now is what we took on in the womb. Is ancestral, it's quite deep in our DNA and from past lives and other planets. These are releasing now through you as you fully allow. Let me continue. During the spiritual ascension process, this may manifest as the breaking of previous bonds, the breaking up of relationships, the breaking up of an assembly or organization that can no longer continue moving in the same direction. Reflect this for yourself. I know for me, all of that applies. Now, Cancer has heavy ancestral genetic pattern components that greatly influence the dead energy spaces lodged with emotional trauma miasma that has been hidden or buried in some location of the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual layers of the human body. Pause. That's what I was just reflecting on personally, what's been coming up with many that I verbalize with, that blends in beautifully with this next part. This is the process of deep dismantling of the unnecessary patterns lodged in the subconscious layers by undergoing the purging of unwanted primal forces recorded in the elemental layers by resolving profound emotional blocks. I'll pause again here. If you raced ahead with your head then and went into panic and hearing this and how do I do this and how do I go about it? Release the mind, the thoughts, and the head right in this moment. Allow yourself to feel, uptake, and body listening, feeling, and uptaking without even having to fully understand the energy vibration of these codes coming through to you through these words being verbalized from 5 to 10D of a Grandmaster energies. This is a pure divine healing gift and upgrade if you sit back and allow. I'll continue. This generally surfaces these resolving these profound emotional blocks during sudden and intense interactions which catalyze emotional and spiritual growth experiences during the shifting terrain of the activated spiritual consciousness. The emotional purging usually comes with the required dismantling of removing and clearing out the subconscious blockages, and this happens during several stages throughout the ascension process to cultivate emotional clarity. Wow, that's really powerful. And what did I write? Holy fuck, yes, in capitals. I like that. Honest, raw and real. Okay, let's keep going. And this, because we're going to wind up soon. To find the energetic balance with the law of rhythm, we look for finding moderation and conservation in the use of our personal energy, thoughts, and behaviors, returning ourselves back into balance before we suffer from the consequences of impulsive actions that source from unresolved emotional conflicts and extreme inner and outer balances. Know when to act or be passive. Know when to speak or remain silent. When to retreat or move forward in circumstances are one of the important keys to self-mastery. When we gain higher awareness of this principle through compassionate witnessing, we enter the 0 point. La. And this transcendental state of consciousness allows us to rise above the swing of the pendulum into extreme polarity. Wow, hallelujah. Hear this, feel this. When we are strong inside ourselves and capable to remain neutral in the chaos of the rising and falling forces, 5D is remaining neutral. It is only then we are able to act in alignment to our highest purpose and spiritual mission. And I wrote, my soul has near tears in reading this last little bit. It's like I stayed up and came to wait here for this email to read of this latest update, as it is speaking for me and us exactly right now. This is the magic of Lisa Renee's updates and information. This bit on 0 point, you ready? Knowing when to act or be passive, when to remain silent or to speak, when to retreat or move forward in circumstances are one of the important keys to self-mastery. And how do we do it? By inwardly, consciously monitoring how we are feeling. And finally, masters, before I go, because this is really powerful energies are grounding in right now, we can alter our personal and planetary trajectory, that word. This is about new beginnings, the completion of beginnings, a time of joyful deliverance, of new life, a new path. Feel the glow of the golden energy coming up through you right now. You now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution, from which comes a new beginning. This is about freedom of the soul spirit through being conscious. Embodying through feeling is creating new earth energies by consciously helping you to help yourself. Feel the golden energies glowing, coming up through you right now, through your internal processing of what you're going through and holding space with now is bigger than just you alone. Yet you need to come through that doorway alone and by yourself with your link hand in hand with the divine God, source, creator God energies, whatever those words are for you. Love you beyond, dear Master Soul. Thank you for being there to help you and support yourself. Continue to be kind and gentle with yourself. There's nothing left to wait for. Bless and thank you. And I look forward to reading your comments. And if you'd like to join the email subscribers behind the scene as I've pulled back this year and more so in 2025, the Oracle speaks at bigpond.com, and you can join behind the scenes of those amazing masters that are ahead of time that we need to pull back to keep doing what we need to do in feeling and embodying consciously and moving away from the masses of the spiritual communities that are siphoning many people through their thoughts, their head, their crown chakras. This is a solo journey you need to do alone by yourself in coming home to yourself, your inner divine feminine masculine, to make peace. It's time to come home to a new you in a new way. Bless. Thank you for joining. So much love. I so honor you.